friends, Miss Lydia here, popping in to say hi. Been thinking about you guys and praying for you, and miss seeing you at church. I hope you all had a happy Easter. I really enjoyed seeing your chalk drawings and some of your pictures over this past weekend, and it was just really good to see you, and I loved all your artwork, so 2 thumbs up, good job. We've been keeping busy here at our house. One of the things that we did recently was we adopted a puppy dog named Max. So that's been keeping us busy, going out for walks with him and helping him adjust to our house. Another thing that I've been seeing a lot of recently is jokes. It seems to be a good way to get a few laughs, so people are passing around a lot of jokes. 2 of my favorites. First of all, why didn't the teddy bear have any dessert? Because he was stuffed. And then, what do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back to you? A stick. So there you go. I know, I'm not going to quit my day job. All right, so things like that help us smile and help us get through the day, but it's still a hard time, right? And during this hard time, we all have a lot of different feelings. So maybe we're sad or mad because something that we were really looking forward to got canceled, like a birthday party, or joining our sports teams to begin practice for the year, softball, baseball, soccer, stuff like that. Maybe something that we were really practicing for a lot, a recital, performance, got canceled. And so those kind of things will make us sad or even mad. Maybe we're scared or worried about someone in our family or someone that we love getting sick or going to the hospital. Maybe we're worried about our family and how we're going to have food, and are we going to have enough food, and are our parents going to have their jobs when all this is over. So there's things that we can be worried about, or that we'll that we're kind of afraid of during this time. Maybe we just feel lonely. We're used to hanging out with our friends, hanging out with our teammates, and being in the house by ourselves or just with our parents and our brothers and sisters. It's not the same as being with our friends. So what I want you to know about this is that it's okay to have those feelings. When God created us, He created our physical bodies, but He also created our emotions or our feelings. And so it's okay to have those feelings, but the question is, what do we do with those feelings? Because those feelings can be pretty overwhelming sometimes. And so I want you to think about a guy in the Bible named David. Remember him, of course. He was the guy who fought Goliath, and he eventually became king of Israel. And he went through a lot of emotions in his life. I mean, he had a lot of rough times. And he wrote a lot of poems, songs, in a book of the Bible called the Psalms. So like Psalm 23, where it says, "The Lord is my shepherd." That was one of the songs that he wrote about his time being a shepherd. And so one thing I love about David is that he was not afraid to talk to God about what he was feeling. So whether he was feeling sad or mad or lonely or scared, he would talk to God about it. And you find those conversations that he has with God in the book of Psalms. And then what we find out is once he's talked to God about it, then God gives him encouragement and helps him handle those feelings. And so one of the verses that is an example is in Psalm 56, verses 3 and 4. And David says, "When I am afraid, I will put my trust in you," talking to God. "I trust in God. I praise His word. I trust in God, and I am not afraid." And so during this time when things can be kind of scary, things are definitely strange, and we're having all these feelings, the first thing I want to encourage you to do is to talk to God about it. Talk to God about those feelings. Let Him know how you're feeling, and ask Him for His help in handling those feelings. And maybe he'll remind you of a verse that you've learned in Blast that reminds you about how he's always with you. You don't have to be afraid. So there's all sorts of verses in the Bible that God can talk to us through. He can also talk to us through songs that we sing on Sunday morning when we're watching the service, songs that we sing in Blast have a lot of great reminders of how God is always with us. So I want to encourage you to talk to God about those feelings, ask Him to help you, and then remember that your other friends are feeling those feelings too. And so maybe this is a good time to reach out to them and encourage them with some of the things that God has taught you or some of the things that God has reminded you. All right, so I look forward to seeing you all, and love you guys, and have a great week.